Hello and good afternoon. My name is Amanda and welcome to The Done Creative. Before we get into this pick a card reading, I just wanted to let you know that I have a live stream channel called The Done Creative Live, where I go live doing readings over there a few times a week, and I would love to see you over there. Link for that channel is in the description below. But for this pick a card reading, we're going to be figuring out a message from the universe. Something you might need to know, something that's your blind spot, something you're very well aware of, just whatever decides to come up. We are asking the universe for a great sign or a great message for you. So if you're new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to try to center your energy, and focus in on pile number 1 with the bumblebee jasper, pile number 2 with the dried rose, and pile number 3 with the butterfly brooch. And once you've selected your pile or piles, you can go ahead and check the description box below for the timestamps, and I also pin them as the top comment. Please, please, please remember these are general readings, so only take the information that resonates with you and your life situation and leave the rest behind. So without delaying this any further, I'm going to give you a moment to meditate on the cards, and I will see you over at your reading. Alright, those of you who selected group number 1 or the bumblebee jasper, this is going to be your message from the universe. Alright, so we're going to start right here in the middle with the confidence card, a play on the word confidence. You are divinely made. You glisten with love and glow with genius. No matter what you may be going through, roll back your shoulders, lift your head high, move your hips, and sway, shimmy, and rock out with confidence to the rhythm of your dream life. And I love that we have the word genius here in this card, and we also have the awakening genius card, which we will get more into as we get over here. So this is just asking for a major up level or major focus on your solar plexus chakra. That is that yellow center in the middle of your abdomen, kind of under the rib cage, but before the heart chakra, right around there. So you guys really are getting some sort of level up in this regard. Maybe you're having a lot of weird stomach spasms, maybe even possibly some digestive issues, but this is actually you clearing out some past stuff so that you can move into and flow into who it is you are here to be. So with this tarot card here, we have the 6 of Pentacles. So the universe, your higher self, guides, angels, and even people in your regular day-to-day life are wanting to offer you something. This could look like an actual gift, a financial reward, or a tip, or a gift. I mean, I just keep seeing these gift boxes here. Someone wants to give you something, and your natural response might just be to push it away or say, oh no thank you, I can't accept that. But don't do that. The universe wants you to accept this because this is coming back around from past good deeds you've done or past karma you have done, and maybe you yourself are feeling very generous and wanting to give. If this is coming from your heart and these are divinely guided ideas, like, oh, I should look into this for my friend and get them this gift. If it's really coming from your heart, then follow that guidance because it will not steer you wrong. So then with this Hierophant card here, this is showing me that you are kind of wanting to get back to basics, and it's funny because we have Lost Compass getting back to integrity, which we will then get into, but you are getting back to this sense of knowing who you are, knowing what it is you're here to do, and then standing or sitting on your throne with this sense of purpose and passion and excitement to finally go in a direction that feels really good and supportive to you. And here this person is on some sort of throne with a couple of followers or people here, and there are keys at her feet. So some of you may be really raising in prominence around your job, or maybe on social media or online in some way where people are really noticing you. And I mean, I won't say they're bowing down to you like they're trying to worship you or anything, but they really are feeling inspired by you. And with these keys here, it's like the keys are there. Everything you want to, need to, feel you should unlock, you have the tools and necessities that you will need along your journey. You already have everything you need. So let's go right down here to the number 35. Lost Compass, getting back to integrity. This just builds on what we were talking about with this Hierophant. Getting back to who you are, not who society told you to be, but who you are on that more soul level, that higher self level. releasing limiting beliefs and just feeling this sense of purpose, because many of you have been feeling lost. I mean, this is the Lost Compass card. Many of you have been feeling lost as to what direction to go, or I'm good at all these things, but they don't make me feel happy. I feel almost apathetic about certain things or certain people or certain situations in my life. And this is about to lift for you or resolve for you to where you're going to start feeling this pull, this like almost magnetic pull in the direction of your purpose, of your passions. And it feels really exciting. And we've got that number 35 there that adds up to an 8, which is all about being that expert manifester, taking action in the direction of your dreams, being that alchemist of your own life, overcoming any challenges that you have, and really reaping those rewards or that financial abundance or energetic abundance that will come to you as a result of finally taking action in the direction that feels really good to you. So then we have the number 51, stars in the sky, limitless possibilities. So I mentioned in a recent pick a card where a lot of us feel stifled or in a box, either by society, by people we know, or by ourselves. We'll put ourselves in these boxes or let society or others put us in these boxes. And you guys are coming to this realization, and the people in that reading were also coming to the realization that there is no box. Why have I lived under the illusion or the guise of there's a box? There is no box. There's no box, and there's also no instruction manual. So if you're looking for that, just give up now, because there is no instruction manual. The best way to tap into that instruction manual would be to go within and talk to your higher self, talk to your guides and angels and God, the universe. That is your instruction manual. Why can't I say manual? Manual. If you are looking for instructions or codes or, what your next steps are, your best bet would be to go within and check and ask your spirit team. But limitless possibilities, you're going to start understanding and realizing on a deeper level. I mean, obviously you can probably process the fact that yes, we are spirit having a human experience. We are but stardust here in but a speck in the grand scheme of everything that is, the one little fractal of the hologram of all that is. I'm sure on a mental level you can understand that, but this is saying you're going to get a deeper understanding, like a cellular level understanding of how amazing and how limitless and how powerful you are. Okay? Remember, you are tapping into this limitless potential within you and throwing that darn box away. It's already all bent up and dented and crushed anyway, so why keep yourself in it? So I love, right here in the middle, we're going to come to it, Bob Marley, One Love. So maybe you guys have really been drawn to Bob Marley's energy lately, or maybe in the moving forward after this reading, you're going to feel the need to listen to some of his music. But it says here, a small axe can fell the tallest tree. So again, realizing that yes, you are that spirit having the human experience, but you have access to that limitless potential within yourself. So all these little baby steps and actions you are taking in the direction of what it is you feel is your purpose here, or what it is you're here to do, these actions are going to add up and really create something that you can actually look back on and say, wow, look how far I've come. The fruits of Babylon are rotten to the core. So this is just really speaking out against the mainstream, and you guys just really deciding to leave the mainstream behind. Some of you, many of you have been on this path for a while. You're like, yeah, there's nothing mainstream about me. And this is just Bob Marley saying, good for you. Like, yes. But those of you who are really immersed in watching news, watching television, programming. They don't call it programming for nothing. They don't call words spelling. When you spell words, they don't call that spelling for nothing. Words are spells. Our attention is our currency because we pay attention, right? Where your attention goes, your energy flows. So if you are going with the mainstream, the status quo, you're gonna get what you've always gotten. You need to step out of that mainstream, step out of that comfort zone, and go into that direction of your north node is really what Spirit's showing me here. So looking into your own birth chart, what house is your north node in? What sign is your north node in? What nakshatra, what, other planets is it aspected by, or is it aspecting? Is it conjunct anything? Is it opposite? Really looking into your own birth chart. This is going to be also another way to kind of get a little sneak peek of that instruction manual that we were talking about earlier. But everything that is holy is among us here on earth. So this is just having that almost animistic view or approach to life where you can see the divine in even a dead leaf on the ground, or a bug, or a person you don't even know. You can see the divinity within them. You can see that energy of source flowing through everything. The plants, the animals, the earth, other people. You're really coming into this understanding that we are all one, and we are all one fractal of that infinite source of all that is, the universe, God, the creator, the maker, whatever you want to call that infinite source. That is what you are understanding on a deeper level. Again, getting deeper understanding of a lot of different things. Maybe stepping out of those limiting belief systems really opens your mind so much that you are now tapping into a bottomless well. Remember, with that limitless possibility here. So then we have the number 10 here with close encounters. And look, this butterfly is just trekking right on through the bars of this cage that she has been in. So you guys are maybe having some close calls where you felt really stifled, and now you're coming out of that. Or you could tell just using your intuition something wasn't for you, so you avoided it. Or maybe you've already made the decision to go in this direction, but your intuition is now screaming at you to say, hey, let's maybe reroute this or redirect this, or try things a different way. Or again, with the belief systems, let's think about this a different way. And this is actually going to save you a lot of pain or heartache or just trouble down the road. So pay attention to your intuition, your gut reactions to other people's energy, to situations, to words. Just pay very close attention. Be very present in the moment, and you will get a lot of guidance just from the fact that you are present and really, kicking butt and taking names. But there is this sense of a new beginning, something you're really excited to really end or turn the page on so that you can start something new. Many of you are with this close encounters. It's like, wow, I narrowly escaped that one. Maybe some of you have recently left a relationship or a job or moved to a place that is just a better location, and now you're looking back. Maybe not quite yet, but in the near future, you can look back and see like how you almost kind of dodged a bullet by changing your mind last minute or deciding against something. But this really, to me, feels like a last minute decision that actually is working out in your favor. So this could still be coming up for some of you, but for many of you, I am picking up this as like a past energy, something that's happened recently. And again, anything that's kind of coming to your mind or your awareness as we're talking, it's most likely having to do with that, because that's your intuition working. Look at how that is. Okay, so last but not least, we've got this Awakening Genius card. Going back to this, you glisten with love and glow with genius. So when you step into this authenticity, you step out of the mainstream. It's like I'm seeing, Spirit's now showing me like a string of Christmas lights that are all just bright white lights, really pretty bright white lights. But then you step out of that light, in the lineup of white lights. You step out of that, and you may be a green light or a pink light or a purple light. Whatever your favorite color is, you can be that color of light. So you're going to stand out very brightly, as opposed to those who are all uniform, all the same energy, is really what they're showing me. So you awakening to your own inner genius, your own limitless possibility and potential within you, is really going to be that beacon of light for others to then maybe do the same. Maybe you had someone in your life or online or some sort of guru or just, influencer somewhere somehow that has really shown you the way lately or just in the recent past, that you can just be like, wow, I want to be just like that person, but in my own authentic way, to help light the way for other people. Because we're not lighting the way to all just do it our way or, a new way that's going to look like X, Y, or Z. No, we're lighting the way for people to start illuminating their own path and lighting their way for themselves. So it's not like, going with that mainstream. I'm seeing now like a freeway energy where everybody's in line. There might be some gridlock. There might be some fast moving energy at times, but Spirit's showing me everybody's dispersing from this freeway system, and everyone's taking, this person might be on a highway. This person might be on an old dirt road. This person may be walking a hiking trail. Like, we don't all have to do it the same way to get where we're going. And in fact, if we all try to do it the same way to get where we're going, it's not going to work. And it hasn't worked. We can look at this now with just the different systems in our lives that are, on the verge of collapse, or maybe the writing's on the wall that these systems just don't work anymore, and there needs to be some major reform in the medical system, the governments, the school systems, just all the systems at play all over the world. But each of us owning that authenticity within, you guys owning your authenticity within, this is going to help light the way for a new road to be paved, a new path to be gone down that maybe wasn't tried before or hasn't been tried for a very long time. And you guys are here to be instrumental in these systemic changes that need to take place. So I hope this resonated with you guys. It's very deep. I mean, we went in, but I love when Spirit does this. It just feels so profound and loving and beautiful and gently guided to get us back on the track that we feel more fulfilled on. So I hope this resonated for you. You will have to let me know below any thoughts or stories you want to share. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at The Den Creative, and also over on my live stream channel, The Den Creative Live, where I go live doing readings over there a few times a week. I hope to see you over there. All right, bye. All right, group number 2, or those of you who chose this dried rose, this is going to be your message from the universe. All right, group number 2, so let's get into this. We're going to start right here in the middle. No bees in this bonnet. Nothing can stand between you and your peace unless you let it. Nothing is worth lowering your vibration and losing your peace. Let the bees of upset fly on by, adopt a no bees in my bonnet policy, and revel in the power of your unshakable serenity. And I love that we got this card in conjunction with these 2 tarot cards. So this depiction here, it says everything is fine. This is the 10 of Swords, which in the Modern Witch Tarot, you also get this same exact depiction, but with the words 10 of Swords down here. So this is just an extra bonus in that deck saying everything's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Like, yeah, there's black blood draining out of my body. There are 10 swords stuck in me, and I'm still just scrolling my phone like ain't no thing. It's because this person is so far gone beyond their limit of too much is just too much that they don't even, like, there are no boundaries anymore. There is no just sense of purpose anymore. There is just almost complete, it's that fatalistic kind of surrender, not even that just sweet surrender to what life is throwing you, but that fatalistic kind of surrender that you've just given up. So some of you may have hit that kind of rock bottom, dark night of the soul energy. And I'm just going to say this, you guys, if this is not energy you have had, that you have experienced in the recent past or are currently experiencing, then I'm going to go out on a limb and say this pile is not for you, because we're going to go deep into those of you in a deep depression, those of you who've been in that dark night of the soul or are coming out of it. Like, it will still resonate if you're finally starting to feel like you're coming out of that. But if that energy is just not on your radar at all, then I'm just going to say this pile probably isn't for you. I'm not sure what's going on in pile 3 yet, as I have not done that reading and looked at the cards yet, but pile 1, there might be something for you there, maybe possibly pile 3, or maybe this just isn't the reading for you. But those of you who are where we were talking about, either coming out of or have been in or are in that dark night of the soul, that rock bottom, just depression, apathy, just like what's the point of even doing anything, because nothing ever goes in my, just negativity is really what I see. You're coming out of that, so like good news, you're coming out of that, and everything will be fine. This is a nice little nod or reminder from the universe to let you know that yes, everything is fine, even if your mind is racing a mile a minute and you're in that nightmare energy, anxiety energy, depression energy. Deep breath. Like this, you're overcoming it. Things are shifting for you in such a way that you are going to feel not so stifled, not so stuck, not so, I'm seeing almost like a bug that was trapped in resin, and just like, or honey, you know, the stickiness of honey. If a fly goes into honey, it's going to get trapped and there's no way out. But the honey, it's like there's a shower or rain descending on this sticky puddle you're in to wash it away so that you can be cleansed and clear of the obstacles you've been going through. And especially if you've been feeling really left out of society or friends groups, or the connections with your family, or someone you've maybe been struggling, having power struggles, or just not feeling the love with someone in your life. You're overcoming this. You are starting to get this sense of feeling loved again. And really, this is going to come from the inside out. So you're going to start loving yourself, and then seeing that as a reflection of other people showing their love to you as well. Because if we can't love ourselves, even though other people are loving us that whole time, we can't see it for what it truly is. We are judging it or pushing it away or whatever. But you guys are changing that with this Five of Pentacles. You're turning it around. All these people have to do is walk around this corner here to this sanctuary energy, open the door and be in the nice warm sanctuary. They don't have to be left out in the cold anymore. And that's what you guys are about to do or have recently done. So if you've already overcome that and you've recently done it, then yay, keep going. You're on the right track. Things are really looking up. If you're still in that energy and you haven't turned that corner yet, it's on the horizon. It's coming for you so soon. So don't give up. Just hold on and try to focus on things that will bring you joy. If there's anything you can grab onto, even if it's just sitting outside watching birds, or drinking your morning coffee and just really savoring the flavor of that, like whatever, even if it's just the smallest thing, bringing your vibration into this sense of joy, or at the very least coming out of that despair and coming up to something closer to neutrality or curiosity or gratitude. Like, these are really going to help lift you out of this energy if that's what you've been in. So then we have the Ravi Shankar card. It says, always read and play between the lines. So there is a lot going on, and you guys, I think you guys are my highly sensitive people or empaths. You guys just feel everything, and you don't just feel it on a surface, like you feel it deeply, very, very deeply. So many of you, you're like, I don't even know what's wrong with me. Like, I can't even point to anything that's happened to make me want to feel this way or why I'm feeling this way. Many of you are just picking up the weight of the world, because we, at the time of my filming, and probably whenever you're watching this, because at any given moment there's some ish hitting the fan somewhere in the earth, and the empaths of the world will feel that. So I'm getting really dizzy right now, just out of nowhere. It's really hitting me, and my Moldavite is nowhere near me. So this lets me know that it's almost like you're feeling this like vertigo, or kind of like this almost gut punch when the energy hits you. It's like you could be having a really good time, and then out of nowhere you just feel like crying or really sad or even angry. And this is because you are picking up other people's energy. So maybe carrying some sort of grounding crystal. I'm really drawn to this black, inky, kind of bloody, it's black though, like dark black, substance coming out of her where these swords are leaking under her. So grounding crystals like shungite, black tourmaline, obsidian, these are all going to be really good grounding crystals to kind of even negate that negativity that's coming your way. And finding other crystals that you enjoy wearing as jewelry or carrying in a pocket or a bra, if you're anything like me, this can really help you feel like you are, coming out of it. But this always read and play between the lines. Yes, you guys, you see it all, you hear it all, you feel it all. Even beyond the veil and the things other people can't see, hear, or feel, you're feeling it, you're seeing it, you're hearing it, you're all of the things. And it can become very overwhelming, very overwhelming. So this is taking care of yourself, just taking a time out to do a reset, to just go within, maybe that hermit energy, and just really allow yourself time to kind of just get lost in your own inner stuff, so that the stuff that needs to come out, you can feel it, so you can heal it, deal with it, release it, and move on. Or maybe there's a creative project you can really dive into, or a spiritual practice you can really dive into. But not getting so lost within yourself that you block everything and everyone else out. I don't think you guys do that, because you pick up everything no matter if you want to or not. But also instituting or trying to figure out a good way to balance all the different energies that are coming toward you, and putting up boundaries with certain people in your life, or if you're working a job where they keep calling you in to work overtime and you're like, okay, I guess I'll do it. You're gonna have to stand your ground or stand firm, because I just heard what you allow will continue. So if you're allowing people to walk all over you, to bombard over your boundaries, or act like you have no boundaries, or to just take advantage of you in some way, if you keep allowing this, it's going to continue until you're the one that puts the brakes on it or says, no thank you, I can't do this. And Spirit, that horn, right as I thought this, or right as Spirit was showing me this, the horn went off. Spirit saying no is a complete sentence. You don't have to make any excuses for the fact that you don't want to work overtime or hang out with that toxic friend, or, whatever it is that's really draining your life force. You can just say no or no thank you, and that should be enough. If the person asks why, and then it's up to you to decide, do you want to tell them why, or do you just want to leave it at that? But there is this very clear call for you guys to have some more boundaries in your life. Maybe you guys are even struggling to find where your boundaries or someone else's boundaries are, and maybe they are kind of lashing back at you so that you're feeling like, what did I do? I don't know what I did. So just really examining what's going on in that regard, either your boundaries or other people's boundaries, is really going to help you see what's coming or what you're going through from a higher perspective. So then we have here the number 5, closing door, completion. Like I said, you guys are coming out of this energy, and there are big changes on the way with that 5. But 5s are a number all about conflict, confrontation, change. I mean, all of this is going on simultaneously. And if you're watching this at the time of my posting or in 2021, the year 2021, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1, this adds up to 5. So this is a universal year number of change this year of 2021. So any changes you are wanting to make, the energy is very ripe to be able to do that, because the numerology is supporting you. So then here, again, you're closing the door on something. You're completing something. And for many of you, this is this toxic cycle or loop within a relationship, within a job, within your life in general. And you're just closing the door on that old toxicity, old negativity. Maybe you're overcoming a lot of traumas or things from your past. You're healing them. You're not just closing the door like, oh, I never want to see that again, but you're actually facing these inner demons or these shadows or these skeletons within your own closet of your soul. You're facing these things so that you can come out on the other side much more light and burden free than if you were to just try to close them away and go about your merry day. So then we have the skywriting, the Fates card. Wow. And here we've got a little smoky sky dancer here with a feather. And we've got, I think these are maybe runes. I'm not 100% sure. That's something on my long to-do list of I want to look more into this, is runes, but I have not done so yet. But the fates. So there is some fated thing happening for you, something you are destined to overcome, to move you into a more supportive energy. But everything you've been through up till that point in your life was like armor or fuel to project you forward, to get you where you're meant to be. So everything you've experienced and been through between the time you were born, maybe even past life stuff you're bringing in to complete or to work through in this life, but from way long ago, maybe even possibly before incarnating, all the way up till right now, you watching this, that all brought you to this point, this culmination. And it's also going to bring you to the point somewhere in another now moment where you're like, wow, I'm exactly where I need to be. Everything that needed to happen happened for a reason. And you're really realizing that on a deep cellular level coming up very shortly, I do see. But I'm really directed here to these clouds, and you guys might want to look into sylphs. I'm not sure, they call it a specific type of cloud, but I noticed anytime the airplanes are spraying chemtrails or anything like that, these air elementals or sylphs, they're very like feathery, like almost like angel wings, kind of wispy looking clouds. These are called sylphs. These are the air elementals or the air spirits, and they actually cleanse the air. But you can communicate, you can connect with them on a telepathic level and communicate with them. So many of you are getting, I think, just really beautiful mental pictures of what your life could look like, or divinely inspired ideas. These are messages from Spirit coming in for you, because you guys are about to do something really good. With everything that you've been through, you might need a little grace period, a little rest period before you dive in and start doing these things. But once you start rolling in the new direction, you're going to have ideas out the wazoo, is really what they're showing me here. And then that number 49, that adds up to 13, which adds up to 4, which is all about stability. So whatever it is you're creating after all of this energy is said and done, you're creating a new stable foundation for yourself, but also with the support and help of the Ascended Masters, your guides, your angels, archangels, and even other people in your life. You're going to start seeing other people stepping up to try to help you or offer you assistance or resources or abundance in some way that you can really hit the ground running with your dreams and ideas. It feels very supported. That's amazing. So then we have here wish upon a star with the number 39, which adds up to 12, which adds up to 3. So you may be collaborating with other people, corresponding with other people, and the number 3 is a mini completion. And the fact that we've got a 3 and a 9, 3 times 3 is 9. So you may be seeing a lot of 33, 39, the number 3, the number 9. These are all really standing out to me that you just may have a lot of that synchronicity coming up. Also, this added up to a 4. We've also got a 4 here, so the number 44 as well. But something that you've been wishing for, hoping for, praying for is coming to fruition for you. And the number 3 is also about celebration. So you guys have something really beautiful to celebrate, or a dream that you've had in your heart for a long time. I see someone who maybe was struggling with infertility or struggling to get pregnant. You're finding out you're going to be a mother or a father, and it might be a very feminine energy. We've got here a little girl with this cute little tank top dress on here. So you may find that you are having a child if that's what you're looking for, but those of you not wanting any children, this could just be that divinely inspired idea that you had. You are planting those seeds in fertile ground to create this thing from a thought into a tangible thing. So we also have the number 4 again, like we were talking about, but great and full. So this is like that Ace of Cups to me. That's the energy, but it's almost like you're drinking out of a trophy. So that celebration you were having, that wish coming true for you, it's gonna help make your cup run over. You really are feeling very emotionally fulfilled and invested in what you're doing, which is such a turnaround from how we started this reading that I am just like, woo, thank goodness. You guys, this is amazing. You guys really are doing a full, like a hairpin turn or a 180 on the energy, that hard, dark, negative, toxic energy that some of you have been in for a while. You're really turning it around and overflowing with abundance and fertility. And again, fertility can be taken creatively or like abundantly. It doesn't always have to look like creating a child, but you are just feeling full and fulfilled. And like you know, some of you, this could even be new love coming in as a result of maybe that breakup we were talking about for some of you at the beginning of the reading. You then dive into this journey of deep self-love and self-discovery, that then on the other side of that, you are getting offered a new love, something way more emotionally fulfilling than what you had before. But for those of you that are still in a relationship and want to continue in that relationship, you're just finding better ways to show up emotionally for yourself, and your partner's finding better ways to show up for you, and for themselves as well. And it just feels so much better, so much lighter. So those of you who are maybe on the verge of divorce or breakup, this really does read that there can be a, kind of shifting back to what are the actual problems here. Let's take egos out of this and really dive into these issues and get to the bottom of it, get to the root cause of what's causing all of our pain and drama and trauma, so that we can fix this and get back on a good track, and then you will be able to avoid that breakup or that divorce. So wow, we went in on this one, so it either really resonated or really didn't. But you will have to let me know below what you thought, and any stories you want to share. I always love to read your comments. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you right here back at The Done Creative, and also over on my live stream channel, The Done Creative Live, where I go live doing readings over there a few times a week. Link for that channel is in the description below, and we hope to see you over there in the High Vibe Tribe. Alright, bye! Alright, group number 3, or those of you who chose the butterfly brooch, this is going to be your message from the universe. Alright, group 3, so let's go ahead and start right here in the middle with contagious joy. Your dream life isn't about fame, fortune, or the kind of car you drive. The telltale sign that you're living your dream life is the perfume of your contagious joy. So, wow, this is feeling this overwhelming sense of joy, where many of you have just been feeling kind of blah, or maybe even mildly depressed, nowhere near like we were talking about in group 2, but just maybe this kind of melancholy or sadness that's just kind of been pervading your life, when you know that you are living your dream life, you're gonna just have this underlying sense of joy. And that could look like you whistling while you do dishes, or just humming. I just see like someone whistling or humming or singing as they go about their day, maybe dancing in their kitchen, or just, very lighthearted, very playful, very, you might catch yourself smiling a lot. This is how you know you're on the right track. So we've got here in the tarot, we've got a 7 of Cups, which is a very undecisive energy, too many options, not sure what direction to turn or what to go for or what to do, where to really put that energy and effort. But we're pairing that with the Temperance. So those things in your life that felt like, well, I don't really know what to do, and that sense of not being very clear, with this Temperance, you are gaining the clarity that you need. You're going to be able to balance out anything that felt out of order. For some of you, that could have been your home. We've got here the number 1, a tidy house, clarity and organization. There's that clarity word coming in again. So right under the 7 of Cups, that confusion, you're gaining clarity. So that clarity may be found as a result of you guys doing a very deep and thorough house tidy, clean, and organization. Diving into old closets, garages, just clearing the clutter out of all the nooks and crannies, and the dust out of all the nooks and crannies, and clearing the spider webs and all of that. That can really bring this renewed sense of purpose, just tending to your home. The art of tending to something is very powerful. It's a very divine feminine energy, where the masculine is all about just getting the job done, working, nose to the grindstone. The divine feminine is more just tending very slowly, kind of fluttering from one task to another without this overwhelming sense of, I must accomplish all the things. And most of us on this planet tend to operate in that must accomplish all the things mentality a lot of the time. So this is asking you to step more into your divine feminine, to tend to things rather than feel you have to tackle things, if that makes sense. Because just the word tackle, I gotta tackle a project, it's like it's like a full body tackle. You're going in and you're tiring yourself out, you're moving, you're doing all this extra stuff, where really all that needs done is this, with the sense of a gentle touch is really what I'm seeing. Not to say you won't tackle some closets and some clutter, you probably will, but tidying up not just your physical space, but also your mind. This can bring you the clarity and organization you seek in your life as well. But then in the middle here, we've got the Lou Reed card. I think of you, but not that often. So some of you, this is you finally realizing, hey, I'm over that thing that happened to me once. I'm over that relationship that ended. I'm over that job that I lost or left. I'm over, insert drama, trauma, resentment, wound here, insert here, whatever you've been through. You may realize, once you're on this, the message from the universe coming through is, once you're on a more supportive and purposeful path, you're going to realize you're not dwelling on or even thinking about a lot of that past stuff that you've been through, people you've been with, or, relationships, friendships that didn't work out. You're going to realize, wow, it's been a long time since I thought about that person. And you're just going to be like, huh. And they won't even trigger that, gut-wrenching response they maybe once triggered. It'll just kind of be a, that's weird, that's random. So that's good. Survive your own war. And I think many of you have overcome just a sense of mental confusion and clutter, and maybe even dark night of the soul energy. Again, that was more a theme in group 2, but you guys we've all been through something, but you are surviving your own war, especially that war within your head, that war of that ego mind telling you you're not good enough, that imposter syndrome, that just not feeling like who am I to succeed? Who am I to shine? Who am I to whatever? You're done with that. You're going to say, no, I am going to succeed. I am. Anything you put behind the words, I am, you will create your life with that. That will create your reality. So if you say, I am fat, I am stupid, I am ugly, I am, not successful, all these things, you're overcoming that. You are stepping more into this, I am abundant, I am amazing, I am successful, I am beautiful. You're stepping into this line of thinking from a more higher self line of thinking. So learn to walk hand in hand with magic and loss. And that's what you're doing. This is exactly what you're doing. You're taking all of that, all those lemons that life has thrown at you and then making lemonade out of it. I mean, we did, again, have this theme in group 2, but if you guys weren't on a really dark downward spiral, there probably aren't a huge message in group 2. It's more an underlying energy rather than the actual message. But if you guys have had that dark night of the soul in the recent past and all of that, I would say check out also pile 2, because there's a lot going on that you guys could possibly benefit from. I gave a lot of guidance over there as to, you mean the universe, how to get out of that energy and to come into this sense of purpose. And you guys, yes, the power of purpose. Number 18, you're closing out that old cycle of feeling purposeless, or like you had no direction in life, you had too many options, or you felt you had no options. You guys are coming into this sense of power, and you're almost just doubling down on, wow, now I know what I'm here to do, and I'm gonna do it. And look, this arrow has hit right directly on the bullseye, so you are not gonna miss the mark. Even if for some of you this is a past project or a past relationship that you're now trying things again, or like you're coming around to revisit something you once did, like this is new energy you're bringing into maybe an old situation, you're not going to miss the mark this time. You're going to hit it dead on, and you're going to know exactly what to do, and you're going to do it very well. But you are getting this just overall sense of soul purpose and passion back in your life, where maybe you have felt really stagnant or stuck or blah about things. Get ready. This is very fiery energy, very also Sagittarius energy, lucky. Luck is on your side, very Jupiter energy coming in hot for you guys. So wherever Jupiter is in your chart, there may be some additional messages of guidance. This could be the place where you really are getting this good luck, or whichever houses Jupiter rules in your chart. Jupiter rules both Sagittarius and Pisces per Vedic astrology, but I think Neptune rules Pisces in Western. So take it as it resonates, but also where Jupiter is currently transiting. And again, it's in Aquarius in Vedic astrology. I think it's about to go or has gone into Pisces at the time of my filming in Western astrology. But again, whatever resonates, and check wherever it is, whatever's going on at your current time if you're watching this. That might bring you some additional guidance, but you're closing out that cycle where you didn't feel that sense of purpose. You're stepping into your purpose. And for many of you, that purpose you're stepping into with this Oracle's Gift card is your spiritual practice, your spiritual gifts, wanting to start a spiritual business, or really dive deeper into a current spiritual business if you're already in that business, or maybe divination, wanting to read tea leaves or tarot cards, or use pendulums, whatever it looks like for you, because you're all different, you're all interested in different things. So whatever it looks like for you, you're just diving deeper into what it is you want to know on that more spiritual or soul level. But I'm taking this tea literally here. They're showing me like a detox tea, detoxing your body, detoxing your mind, detoxing your life. So some of you may be doing a detox or cleanse of, again, with that tidy house, cleaning your physical house, your physical vessel, which would be your body. That is the number one house that you have. It goes everywhere with you, like the hermit crab in the shell. Like, it is your home you take with you everywhere, your body. So maybe some of you are cleansing your body, or trying to get healthier in your body and your mind and your spirit. It's like the trifecta, the mind, body, spirit balance, and it's really beautiful. Then here we have the number 3, the benefactor card. So benefactor, grace and generosity. So many of you are stepping into this state of grace, or just being more graceful with yourself, not beating yourself up if you make a mistake, or not using what you've done in the past against yourself in every new now moment. You're letting the past settle. You're forgiving yourself, you're forgiving others, you're having this sense of grace and even mercy, and then stepping into this role of generous, maybe even benefactor for other people, maybe being some sort of spiritual coach or counselor to help other people, even if it's just your friends, and that you being that shoulder to cry on, or that person they go to for advice. You're doing such a bang up, amazing, beautiful job at doing that. And with that number 3, this is all about celebrating yourself, celebrating how far you've come, celebrating with others. Some of you may have a pivotal life moment, the birth of a child, a wedding, an engagement, a graduation, not just maybe with yourself, but maybe with someone in your family or a friend. There's just a lot to celebrate coming up for you in life, and it feels really cozy and warm and beautiful. And Also with this 3, this is a sense of completion as well. It's a mini completion, so it's like ticking off one of your to-do list items or a major part of your goal. You're not quite to the end or finish line of that goal, but you're getting there. You're really seeing that pay off. So we've had the number 1 here, which is all about that new beginning, and we also have that 37 that adds up to 1, which is also new beginning, but you add 1 and 1 together, that's 11. Well, of course you add 1 and 1 is 2, but a 1 and a 1, that's 11. So 11 is that code of awakening, especially when you see 1111 on the clock, or you're seeing a lot of the number 11. Maybe you're a life path number 11, born on the 11th month, which would be November, or the 11th day. Maybe you're born on the 11th day of the 11th month of, I don't know, the 11th year, 2011. You would be pretty young if you're watching this right now, but you guys really are just stepping into this sense of awakening to your true purpose, or at the very least, you're realizing the things in your life that are no longer for you. Even if it takes you a hot minute to really discover the things that are for you, you will definitely discover those things. But at the very least, right now, moving forward, you're getting this sense of, I know I no longer resonate with this job. I no longer resonate with this friendship or this, location that I'm living, or, whatever it's going to be. It's going to resonate differently for each of you. But you guys are knowing what is no longer meant for you. And then you're lovingly saying goodbye, forgiving, moving on, all of these things, and moving in a direction that feels more purposeful. And as you move in the direction, you may not know the direction you're moving before you start moving, but it's like you just got to start moving. You got to start taking action in some direction. And as you go and along the way, you're going to get more breadcrumbs or more, little lights on your path to tell you, okay, now come this way, this way. Spirit is always and constantly communicating with you. Be present in the moment so that you don't miss this guidance, these synchronicities, and these messages from the universe and your guides and angels. So, wow, we went in, but we got it accomplished. I think this was, my phone's like, yeah, we did it. This is the quickest pile, I do believe, of all the 3 piles, but we went in and we just got the job done, and here we are. So you guys are amazing. Keep going. Keep clearing the clutter of your mind and your home, and the energy, clear the energy of what's no longer serving you. And as you do that, you're going to start realizing what is going to serve you, what is for your highest good, your highest purpose. And it's going to feel so exciting. Like, I get chills just being so excited right now for you guys. This is amazing energy. All right, you guys, I love you so much. You will have to let me know below what you thought, if it resonated, any stories you want to share. I always love to hear from you in the comments. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at The Done Creative, and also over on my live stream channel, The Done Creative Live, where I go live doing readings over there a few times a week. Link for that channel is in the description below. We hope to see you over there in the High Vibe Tribe chat. Okay, bye.